With my close ones, I have a demonstration called Business for the Win. What that means is with a business principle helps you to grow in your personal life. That's the biggest win you can have. And the biggest one of all the principles is we wake up and we solve problems. Peace. I'm Trav. Well, it's pure sound daily business. And this ties right in with a righteous business person is being of service. And being of service is solving problems. You wake up and you solve problems. Now, when we're talking about the personal life, designing your lifestyle, working the fundamentals, it's just solve your own problems first. Now, everybody needs this piece. You may even be making money. But the thing is, with the coaching business, I would say you shouldn't have a coach that hasn't coached themselves. You shouldn't be being coached by someone, being taught by someone, being advised by someone who hasn't solved the problem for themselves that they're trying to solve for you. Yeah, the most obvious one, don't take relationship advice from people that ain't got good relationships. Right? Take marriage advice from someone who ain't married. Now, especially don't pay for it. Because the other principle I would say is, of course, eat the meat, spit out the bones. Take what you can and leave the rest. Because I also believe the Most High, our higher self, spiritual, or just plain old knowledge, information, comes from other people, comes through other people. So to listen, to open our ears and be open to that information. That doesn't mean you have to take anything and everything any rando or any very close loved person says to you. I say in the personal life, we talked about relationships, same thing with business. It's like definitely, and I've done it myself, so I'll just talk about myself. Learning new things about business, you get excited, telling people, oh yeah, this is what you need to do. This is what marketing means. So this is how we work into mastery, though. It's great if you're a student and you're continuing to work and you're building your mastery. I commend you. If you just someone out here know a few things and you're filling your ego by running your mouth, telling people what they should do, giving unsolicited information, I would say correct that. If nothing else, what we can all do, even professionals, is to remember to ask an individual if they wish to hear some feedback. If you may give them some advice, if you may coach them. Always do discovery, which is the action, the actual act of waking up and solve problems is discovering. This is what we mean by doing discovery. You're discovering what the problems are. Right? So going back to being able to solve your own problems first in your personal life, when you're designing your life, lifestyle design, is some of us need to go through a process to discover what our own problems are. Sometimes it's not clear to us. This is why we work with frameworks, systems, and structures. So with lifestyle design, the framework of your character, your self-talk, your interests, and your habits. And then when we go in deep to the description of these 4 areas of designing your lifestyle, and then we ask questions of, again, this is the discovery. What are your problems? What are your challenges? Where are you missing a structure? I'll put my hand up right now. Habits, my behavior, my drive, my desire, getting up, getting after it. I need help with that. So I have coaching. It's where one of the primary reasons I signed on to Coach Michael Burt is he's tackling that desire problem with his product, his process, his system, his method called Prey Drive. So his coaching helps me activate my Prey Drive. Prey. My desire to go out and get it. So that's one coach I have in that area to solve a problem for me. And I didn't even know how much it was a problem. I mean, it was on my radar. But until I had someone that could solve that problem for me, then it was like, oh, this is a problem. Before it's like, oh yeah, some days I wake up, I just got to figure it out. But then when I had someone that day in and day out could solve that problem for me, this is a problem. Because this is part of my daily life. So that's what we're talking about. That's why we wake up every day to solve a problem. And with your unique skill, with your unique history, now what problem can you solve for someone day in and day out? Especially if you're a coach. Especially when we're talking about mindset, which is what coaches deal with. Whether it's sport, whether it's sporting coaches, business coaches, family coaches, relationship, et cetera, et cetera. What we're coaching is the whole person. There's a skill set that we're helping them develop as we bring our own unique skill set. And then once we get to that point, there's always going to be the element of the desire. The desire to get up and get it. The desire to do the thing. Some of us more than others. I can be middle, especially with something I notice for me personally. When I'm not clear about something, that's when I fall off. If I don't have clear direction. So then it becomes a knowledge problem that I don't know enough. So these are areas of problems we solve. The desire problem, the knowledge problem. And this is where we tap into what problems are we going to solve. So we're heavy at Pure Sound down on the knowledge piece. So I would give you the fundamentals so you can build a foundation. That's knowledge. Giving you a knowledge base. Giving you an understanding so you can overstand. Giving you something to stand on, clarity, so you can move forward confidently. That's the desire. Where it's nothing. It's nothing to wake up and get it, to make the moves. So this is a very important piece to being about business. If you're literally entrepreneur, bringing your value to the marketplace, or you're just about the business of life, you wake up and you solve the problems. There's always going to be problems to solve. Day in, day out. Whether you're working with hundreds of people, hundreds of strangers, getting leads, prospects, Suspect, as I read Coach Michael Burt's book the other day. Suspect because they haven't done nothing yet, but we suspect they might. Whether you're working with strangers or you waking up every day managing your household with your family, there's going to be problems to be solved. And if these problems arise again and again, you can work a system. And if you can work a system, you break it down to where is the missing structure. The most relevant, the most frequently appearing problems. Don't acronym that. The most frequently appearing problems that show up day in and day out. So you're not caught off guard every day. Of course, this is where I go right into personality type, another structure, another system of understanding the mind, the mindset of those we work with, of those we work for, and being of service. Service to ourselves, service to our families, service to our strangers, our community, but our fellow nationals, our fellow citizens, the strangers, foreigners, and even our foes. So how are you waking up? Are you waking up? Hopefully you're waking up. I don't know how else you listen to this. Are you waking up and thinking about what problems you solve? Some problems you just have to solve, especially when they're family, when they're yourself. Other than that, in this day and age, especially if you're making a transition and you're transforming your life into what problems can you solve? Problems do you like to solve? And who do you like to solve them for? Travis Well, it's Pure Sound Daily Business. Peace.